Hi guys, how's everyone doing today? Good afternoon. I hope everyone is having a amazing day. So today, you guys, we're gonna be going over everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, which is super exciting. So we're gonna go ahead and let a couple of people start joining the live, you guys, so that way we can go ahead and start with everything that we have to offer here. I'm here to let you guys know now that Icon Cosmetic Center consists of only board certified surgeons, top-notch surgeons that are gonna craft your body in such amazing, impeccable ways that you're literally gonna forget what the old body even looked like. Okay, you guys, I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you as well, that is really important for us to remember, you guys, is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be having amazing things, to offer. And let me tell you something, like right now we have so many different specials, you guys. If you want to find out what these specials consist of, all you need to do is go to Icon Cosmetic Center on our Instagram, you guys. Okay, go ahead and go to our Instagram. That way you can see what these promotions consist of. Okay, now one of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys as well, that is extremely important for us to remember, is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything. Remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything, great advantage of everything that we have to offer here. And it's just really great to see the way great advantage of everything that we have to offer here. And it's just really great to see the way that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, not only are we gonna be prioritizing your results, but we're gonna be prioritizing you as our patient. We're gonna be prioritizing your needs, your wants, your health, your medical clearance, your labs, all of those things, you guys. We're gonna be keeping up with all of those things. So I'm here to let you know now that if you've been looking forward to getting surgery, and the only reason why you haven't gotten surgery yet is because you've been trying to find the perfect moment, or maybe you've been trying to find the right moment, or maybe right when you're about to finally get your surgery, certain things in your life happen that don't allow you to get your surgery. Okay, you guys, so I'm here to let you know now that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really makes it so easy for anyone to be able to get their surgery. Okay, you guys, so I'm here to let you know that maybe you've been wanting to get your surgery, you've just been waiting for a good special. I'm here to let you know now that we have amazing specials taking place for simple procedures and for combined procedures as well. So make sure, you guys, that you are keeping up with our social media platforms. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have 3 locations of Icon Cosmetic Center in Miami, Florida. We have one in Blue Lagoon, which is where I'm currently in right now. Then we have one in Hialeah, and we also have one in Doral. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, all of these amazing things that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. So I'm letting you guys know now. So I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that we're going to be getting into all of these amazing financial plans that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. So you guys, if you've been wanting to get surgery with Icon Cosmetic Center, you've been wanting that BBL, that breast augmentation, that Lipo 360, that tummy tuck, that mommy makeover, I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that we also offer free virtual consultations and free in-person consultations as well. So you could just go ahead and leave your information in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys, that you guys see right here. In this blue folder, you could just go ahead and put your information there. You could put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. Extremely important that we do remember all of this amazing information that is taking place right now, you guys. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important for us to remember as well, you guys, is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it actually has never been easier for you to finally get your surgery. So when people hear like, oh, you know, like I could finance my surgery, I feel like people believe that, you know, it's like a financing where you have to pay like $500 a month or $700 a month and stuff like that. And I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that that is actually not the case whatsoever. Okay, I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it actually has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. So another thing that I wanted to tell you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really, really important for us to remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you could actually go ahead and take the following step to finally being able to get your surgery. Like, I know you've probably been talking about this with your partner, with your friends, with your family, with your co-workers, with acquaintances, and I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that it actually has never been easier than today right now for you to finally go ahead and get your surgery. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, you know, these are things that we want to be making sure that we are, you know, well aware of, that we are keeping up with, and absolutely all of the things that we have to mention as well to you. It is extremely important for us to remember that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we only consist of board certified surgeons. Okay, you guys, so when you're looking forward to getting surgery, you want to be making sure that you are going with a board certified surgeon. Okay, so these are things that are extremely important for us to remember, because at the end of the day, you guys, you only want the best working on you. You want to be making sure that whoever it is that's doing your surgery, even if you don't end up going with Icon Cosmetic Center, which would be a great mistake, you guys, I'll tell you that much, because we have to remember that at the end of the day, absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center is the real deal. So maybe you've been looking at other clinics, maybe you've been looking at other places, but I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that at the end of the day, you're always going to, you know, have Google. So do your research. Do your research before you go ahead and book with just any clinic, you guys, because I'm letting you know now, we're not like any other clinic. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we truly do prioritize, you know, doing checkups on you, you guys, doing follow-ups with you. So these are things that are extremely important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well, because at the end of the day, you guys, you want to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you, you know, you are doing it, you are keeping up with it. Absolutely everything that we have to offer, you know, you are doing your part. Okay, so these are things that are really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well, because at the end of the day, you want to be making sure that absolutely everything that you're doing is what you're supposed to do. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure as well that absolutely everything that we have to share with you guys, you know, you guys are knowing about it. So let me tell you something. For the people that are, you know, finally wanting to prioritize themselves. For the people that, you know, are probably thinking to themselves, like, you know what, like, it's been so long of me talking finally about getting this surgery, and, you know, I've had to settle for, like, you know, not wearing certain outfits or not going certain places because you just don't want to, you know, go through these kind of things. I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it is extremely important for us to remember that at the end of the day, we are always going to be making sure that we're only delivering the best to you. Okay, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important for us to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have 3 different locations, you guys. Okay, so we have the Blue Lagoon location, which is where I'm currently located in. Then we have the Doral location, and then we have the Hialeah location. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, you know, we have in total 9 board certified surgeons. And let me tell you something, all you have to do in order to get a free virtual consultation with us or a free in-person consultation with us, all you have to do, you guys, is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Make sure you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys, okay? Now, with that being said, you guys, with that being said, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now. It's never been easier than today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that we are only giving you guys the right information. So what do I mean by this, you guys? Like how I was saying earlier, we all have Google. So if you've been on the hunt trying to find the right clinic for you guys, I'm letting you know now that with everything that we have to offer here at Cosmetic Center, like, we check out all the boxes that need to be checked when it comes down to having surgery. Okay, you guys? Because let me tell you something. When you are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is important for us to remember that we need to find a clinic that is going to be delivering more than just good results. Okay, you guys, we need to find a clinic that is going to be giving us everything that we need in the sense of, you know, highly attentive attention, you know, care, checkups. You know, it's really important for us to remember this information for the clinic to be easy to get in contact with. You know, these are all things that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, we don't think about it, but when the moment comes that, you know, we are ready to receive our surgery, all of these things are really important for the clinic that you go with to have and to offer. Okay, so at the end of the day, you guys, we want to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Cosmetic Center, you know, you're doing it, you're keeping up with it, you guys. So be making sure that at the end of the day, you are doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that it is really important for us to remember that when we are coming outside of the state or outside of the country, it is important for you to be in the city of Miami at least 7 days after your procedure. Now, those times may vary if you're somebody that is looking forward to getting combined procedures. Okay, you guys. So when you have more than 2 to 3 surgeries going on at a time, of course, you know, like the time that you have to stay in the city of Miami will be different, because you know there's more surgeries going on, there's a lot more going on your body. So of course, you know, it will be a different amount of time. Okay, you guys. So with that being said, make sure that you are leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Extremely important that we do remember all of this amazing information, because at the end of the day, you guys, I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you want to be making sure that you are not missing out on anything. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we also, like I was saying, we can also combine procedures in so many different ways. So what does that mean, you guys? You know, when we are getting surgery, and let's say for example that you want to get a new set of breasts and a new booty, and you know, you're wondering, well, what is it gonna take like for me to get there, right? Let me tell you something, you guys. When we are looking forward to getting surgery, it's not about so much like, oh, you know, what is it gonna take to get me there? You're not supposed to know. That's our job, you guys. When all you need to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Like, I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and be able to get your surgery. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really, really important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. And you know, with this being said, you guys, you know, there is a couple of things that you guys do need to know for when you're calling time off from work, for when you're getting somebody to take care of your kids. For example, like for the people, for our future iconic dolls that live outside of Miami, you know, maybe you live outside of the state, or maybe you live outside of the country, you know. When we are this kind of patient, you guys, we have to remember that, you know, like I said, the times may vary when we are trying to combine a procedure. So, you know, a combined procedure, for anyone that doesn't know, you guys, is a breast augmentation with a BBL, a BBL with a tummy tuck, a mommy makeover with a BBL, a mommy makeover with a labiaplasty with some chin lipo, a breast augmentation with a lipo 360 and some inner thigh lipo, you know, an arm lipo with a BBL and a breast reduction. You know, like, these are the different kinds of, you know, combinations that come to mind now. But if you have like any other combinations and stuff like that, like personal things that you would like and stuff, you know, more personalized, and you know, I didn't mention it, yes, we can combine those as well. So let me tell you something else right now. Right now we are matching your deposit, your $250 deposit, which would be for a single procedure. You know, when you put in your $250 deposit, which would be for a single procedure, this means that it would be for, you know, just a BBL or just a breast augmentation. Okay, you guys. So with that being said, we are matching your $250 deposit. What does that mean? That when you put in your $250 deposit, we are going to be multiplying it times 2. So now you're going to have a $500 deposit. And let me tell you something else. That it doesn't even end there, you guys. Okay? It does not even end there. When we are looking forward to getting surgery, So with that being said, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you to finally get your surgery. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that we are matching your $500 deposit as well. So your $500 deposit is, you know, the reason why these two vary is because the $250 one is for a single procedure when you're just getting one surgery at the time. Let's say like you're just getting your boobs done, or you're just getting a BBL, or you're just getting lipo, or you're just getting a tummy tuck. That's when the $250 deposit will be you know, taking place. Okay, so it is really important for us to remember all this amazing information, you guys. And you know, when for the $500 deposit would be for like a combined procedure. You know, a combined procedure is like, you know, a BBL with a breast augmentation, or a tummy tuck with a BBL, or a mommy makeover with a vaginoplasty with some chin lipo, or a breast augmentation with lipo 360. You know, all of these different kinds of procedures that you can combine together. And if there's a combination that I didn't mention that, you know, it's a little more personalized, you know, something that you personally are looking forward to getting yourself, we do that as well, you guys. All we need for you is to leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery. Dizzle, thank you so much for the harmony. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gift. So as I was saying, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really important that we remember as well is that when we are coming, you know, from outside of the state or outside of the country to Miami to thank you so much for the ice cream cone and the rose. Thank you so much. And the heart puff. Thank you. So when we are coming, you know, outside of the state or outside of the country, when we are coming outside of the state or outside of the country, it is important for us to remember that we do have to stay a minimum of 7 days in the city of Miami. Okay, you guys, this is something that is really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. You know, that way we can ask for the right amount time off. You know, that way we can go ahead and, if we have kids, make sure that we have somebody that can take care of them, so that way we could go ahead and get our surgery, you know, stress-free, you know, with everything well taken care of. So, you know, the reason why you have to stay at least 7 days, you guys, is because you have to allow us to be able to do checkups on you. You have to allow us to be able to see how you're doing, you know, to see how you're healing, you know, how are you getting massages done? Are you walking around every hour, 15 to 20 minutes? Are you doing everything that you need to be doing? You know, these are all things that are really important for us to take in consideration and keep in mind. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really important for us to remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it actually has never been easier than today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that I think is really important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer at Icon Cosmetic Center, it is extremely important for us to remember as well that, you know, you only want to be going with the best. Okay, you don't want to be, you know, like, you pay for, like, what I'm trying to say is that you pay for what you get. So if you know, if you're like, oh, you know, like, the thing is that Icon Cosmetic Center, even with the specials, it's a little pricey. I'm here to let you know, you guys, that we are worth every cent. And, you know, you could see it on Icon Cosmetic Center on our Instagram. You could look at those before and afters and you'll be shocked. Like, your jaw will literally be on the floor. You'll even be thinking, like, you know, is that even the same person? Like, there's no way. And yeah, you guys, it is the same person. Like, I'm letting you know now It's just what we consist of, you guys. It's just what we bring to the table, and it's something that you just simply can't even put a price on. Okay, you guys, so I'm letting you know now that do your research. You know, we all have access to Google. Do your research, look at the reviews, look at the feedback. Word of mouth is something that is very powerful, you guys, because when we are trying to find, you know, the clinic for us, it is important for us to remember that, you know, if we are trying to find the right clinic for us, what are we gonna do? Do our research on the clinic and the surgeon, right? So, you know, you may be wondering, well, why does she sound so confident in telling me to do research? Is because I know exactly what it is that you're gonna see on Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys. So that's why I'm telling you to go ahead and do your research, so that way you can see for yourself, you know, how amazing our reviews are, how amazing the feedback that we receive from our patients is, so that way, you know, you can feel more at ease and more comfortable with your decision. So, you know, I'm telling you now, like, maybe you've been looking at other plastic surgery places, but, you know, there's a reason why you haven't gone through with it. You know, maybe you haven't felt completely sure. Maybe, you know, right when you're about to take that big decision, when you finally are taking the next step, you know, of prioritizing yourself and going after what you want, you know, certain things in your life happen that, you know, certain things in your life happen that don't allow you to go ahead and get those things, you know, and you know, that's fine, you guys. Sometimes life just be lifing, okay? So, you know, it's completely fine for that to happen. You know, it's part of life, it's part of what we consist of. Okay, so, you know, I'm letting you know now, you guys, that it doesn't matter whatever obstacles you had to overcome to finally get to this point where you are finally prioritizing yourself and, you know, looking forward to getting a new you, getting a new body, stepping into a new era of yourself. PK6, oh my gosh, girl, you just joined. Hey, baby, how are you? How are you feeling? So happy I got to meet you. Girl, I'm happy I got to meet you. You're so beautiful. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How's everything going for you? You know, I am super happy that you just joined. Like, you don't even know how you just lit up my day, girl. Like, I think you could hear it. I was a little, like, mellowed down. But I'm so happy to see you in this live. How are you doing, love? How are you feeling? How are those massages going? You know, I am super happy that I got to meet you. Let me know, how are you feeling? Let me know if you need anything, if you need any tips, if you're confused by anything. You know, you can ask me whatever you want, girl. Everybody can ask me whatever they want. You don't gotta be shy with me. You know, there's no shyness here. And there's no such thing as a dumb question, you guys. I like to say that in almost every single one of my lives, because I feel like a lot of people hold back with the questions that they want to ask because they feel like it's a dumb question, or they just think that, you know, it's just not a valid question. But you guys, all questions are valid, okay? I see here PK6, I've been doing really good, thank you. Just got my third massage today. I am so happy to hear that, love. I am super, super, super happy to leave that. I leave tomorrow. Oh my gosh, girl, you're leaving with a whole new bod. And let me tell you something, that day that you were like freshly, you know, you were super fresh, your body looked amazing. Even though you had like a robe on and stuff like that, your body, your butt looked so great, your hips looked so great. I cannot wait to see how you're gonna look when, you know, when your results are already settling down and, you know, you're already completely healed. I have one scheduled for 12 when I land. Oh wow, great, love. I am so happy to hear that you're being, you know, very on top of your massages, because trust me, that is gonna be your right hand in this healing process to allow your abdomen to look good, you know, to get all that drainage out, you know, to get like the stiffness of your body gone, you know. So that is something really important. So for the people that are probably a little confused, PK6 is a lovely, lovely, gorgeous patient that we've had here. She recently became an iconic doll. Her surgeon is Dr. Tamer, you guys. Okay, so I'm here to let you know that, you know, I met her a couple of days ago and she got ABB a couple of days ago, and she's a perfect example of how disciplined you have to be with your massages, you guys. Okay, if you think that you could work your way around not getting massages and, you know, not prioritizing yourself and being cheap with yourself, I'm here to let you know now that when we are cheap with yourself, it actually is 10 times more expensive. I don't know if I just said it right, but basically when you are cheap with yourself, you guys, you are not allowing your healing process and your results to be as good as they can be when you follow all the instructions. Okay, you guys, so I'm letting you know now, these massages are important, and PK6 is a lovely girl that, you know, it is very disciplined with her massages. You know, she's keeping up with absolutely everything, all the doctor's instructions that she need to be doing, and her body look good, you guys, okay? And you know why her body look good? Because she got a good surgeon, and she's also putting her part into doing everything that she has to do. Okay, so, you know, PK6, I see here, yes, I love the body. Period, girl, I'm so happy for you. Massages hurt, but it's worth it. Yes, love Dr. Tamer. Definitely get the massages. Don't get the surgery if you can't get the massages. Literally, I didn't even have to say it. She said it for me, okay? I didn't even have to say it. This is farthest, like the truest thing, the realest thing, okay? Because let me tell you something. You could go ahead and go with the best surgeon. Okay, like the ones that we have here at Icon Cosmetic Center, because every single one of our surgeons are board certified surgeons, you guys. You know, every single one of our surgeons have over 10 years of experience, you know. So you could just imagine, like, if a surgeon has over 10 years of experience, just imagine how many different body types they've dealt with, how many different boobs, how many different butts, how many different abdomens, backs, arms, chins, vaginas they've seen and they've dealt with, you know, because not every single case is as easy as the next one or as simple as the next one. You know, there's certain cases where people actually have to lose weight to be able to get their surgery. There's other cases where instead of going ahead with a Lipo 360 BBL, they actually have to wait because, you know, they may be having some sagging skin, or, you know, other people sometimes they need hernia repairs, for example. You know, that's just an example, but, you know, I'm trying to give you examples of how every single person's journey is completely different. Okay, so I see here it's not the surgery that's the hard part. It's after. Walking, staying hydrated, take medicine, it's a lot, but you pay for it. Every patient is different. Yes, love, thank you so much for mentioning that, because you are living proof. You know, you are a patient that, you guys, she doesn't even have 1 month post-op. She doesn't even have 1 month post-op. I don't even think she even has 1 week post-op. And she's a perfect example of what the discipline and everything that you need to do after surgery, you guys. Because it's real easy to get on that table and get the surgery done. Okay? But it can also be easy for you to go ahead and just follow all the instructions. Julie, hey, beautiful. I'm almost 1 month post-op. Hey, babe, how are you? Oh, my gosh. My girlies are here. So for the people that are probably confused, you know, PK6 and Julie, these gorgeous girls received surgery with us. Julie is almost 1 month post-op, and PK6 got surgery, I believe, not even like a week ago. I actually saw her this week. You know, she's probably like a few days post-op, probably like 3-4 days post-op. These gorgeous girls have gorgeous, beautiful results. Like, I'm telling you now, the results are insane. And, you know, when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is such an amazing, like, pleasure to me to be able to meet you guys, to be able to connect with you, to be able to build bonds with you guys, you know. And I love when you guys, you know, come back into the live and let me know how you're doing, because you are a living testimony and you show to another future iconic doll, you know, what it is and what's real and what's not, what it is that you have to do and what it is that you can't you can't you know, you can't, how do I put this, you cannot afford being cheap with yourself. As simple as that. You cannot afford being cheap with yourself, because that's like you just crumbling the whole surgery away and throwing it out. The whole thing, the whole investment, the time that you probably took into finding Icon Cosmetic Center and going through with it. You doing your medical clearance, you're doing your labs, all that stuff. You know, you're going into surgery, you calling off work, you renting out an Airbnb if you're coming outside of the country. So all of these sacrifices, all of these little things, all of this investment, the money you put in, you know, how hard you probably worked for that money, all of those investments can get thrown all away just by you not taking care of yourself after the surgery. Let me repeat that to you again in different words. 50% of your results is the surgeon. But 50% is how you take care of yourself as well. Because let me tell you something, you could go ahead and get that lipo. You could go ahead and get that BBL. But if you get your lipo with your BBL and then right away you're just sitting on your buttocks, you guys, okay? And then right away you're just sitting on your buttocks. Or right after you are not even, you're very nonchalant about wearing your faja. You're very nonchalant about doing your massages. You are nonchalant about walking around every hour, 15 to 20 minutes. Which, you guys, I'm here to let you know now. I love my results. Aftercare is so important, but I love it. Yes, baby. Yes. Literally, period. Because this is something that I try to tell you guys, there's girls that believe that with 25 massages, is that's all you need. But no, you guys, okay? Aftercare is so expensive, but worth it. Yeah, I mean, babes, it's an investment, I'm still laying on my stomach and wearing my faja 24/7. Yes, do that. Keep doing that, because I'm going to tell you something. If you didn't know, you guys, when you get a BBL, you cannot sit on your buttocks, okay? You cannot sit on your buttocks, okay? For, I believe, like, after 6 weeks, you're going to start using your BBL pillow. That 6 weeks is what? Like a month and 2 weeks, right? So, after 6 weeks, it's not that you're allowed to sit on your buttocks. No. So, don't get it confused, you guys. When we are 6 weeks post-op, it is really, really important for us to remember that we need to be using our BBL pillow. The BBL pillow is not for your buttocks, okay? I feel like when I say BBL pillow, people are like, oh, it's a pillow for my butt. No, you're not going to put your actual buttocks on the pillow. This is going to go under your hamstrings, under your thighs like this. And then this is going to be your butt, right? And then your thighs and your hamstrings are going to go, this is your thighs and your hamstrings. And the BBL pillow is going to go right here. Okay, so with that being said, you see this. You see how the buttocks is elevated and nothing is touching it. So that is important, okay, you guys, for us to remember, because we want to avoid messing up our results. Like, you want to avoid potentially, sitting on your buttocks. Like, you see how right now I'm sitting on this chair? I would not be able to do this if I was 3 weeks post-op, 5 weeks post-op, 6 weeks post-op. Even if I was 6 weeks post-op and, the surgeon gives me the thumbs up to be able to start wearing my BBL pillow, you guys, this is something that you just simply don't want to do. Okay, this is just simply something that you do not want to partake in. Okay, because let me tell you something. Fat cells, they survive by how much blood supply they're getting. So right now, right now I have my nails done, so I can't show you like how I want to show you. But, when you hold on to your nail like this, you actually start seeing your nail going white, right? So what does that mean? When our nail starts going white, it's because, no blood circulation is going to it. So, of course, you're not going to see your actual butt turn white, but it's kind of the same concept. If you are, sitting on your stomach, on your butt, it is important for us to remember that if we are making pressure and compression on our buttocks, what happens is that we can actually mess up our results, okay? Okay, so these are things that are really, really important for us to remember. So make sure that you are keeping up with absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really important for us to remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it actually has never been easier than today, right now, you guys, for you to finally be able to get your surgery. Okay, so okay, you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you guys are knowing about it. You guys are keeping up with absolutely everything that we have to offer, okay? So So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center we have so many amazing specials and promotions, you guys, that is honestly like inedible for you to even miss out on them. So make sure that you are leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. You guys put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. I'm letting you know now with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. Okay? So make sure that, you know, you guys are doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing. Now, as another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, that going back to, you know, why you have to stay 7 days in the city and stuff like that, the reason to this, you guys, is because we have to remember that at the end of the day, this is surgery, and we have to respect, you know, like the time frame and our bodies and the time frame that the surgeon tells us to follow. Okay, you guys, so this is something that is extremely important for us to remember. So make sure that when we are, you know, looking forward to getting surgery, you are doing everything the right, correct way, you guys. So that way, you know, you can go ahead and you know, have everything done the right way. Another thing that is important for us to remember, you guys, is that we are gonna be having drains, and we are gonna be having drains on the incisions, you guys. So that is something that is really, really, really important for us to remember. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really important for us to remember is that these drains, you know, they have to be professionally removed. Like, you can't remove them on your own. Okay, this is something that is important for us to remember. Why? Because when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, we want to be making sure that we are doing everything the correct, right way. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really, really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you, you know, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really, really important for us to remember is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for us to finally get our surgery. Okay, you guys, so now another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that another reason why it's important for you to stay in the city of Miami at least 7 days, you guys, is because we have to remember that at the end of the day, we have to be able to let the surgeon, you know, do those checkups on us and make sure that, you know, all of those things are things that are present. And, you know, at the end of the day, you guys, you want to be making sure that you're doing everything the right way, point blank period. So, you know, you got to give yourself that time, you know, that 7 day time frame. And, you know, the drains are, you know, right now I don't have drains to show you, which I wish I did. Next time, you know, we'll definitely have some so you guys could see it. But, you know, the drains are these little skinny, it's this little skinny tube that goes on your incision, right? And, you know, we have to remember that after surgery, it is completely normal for us to be inflamed, for our bodies to be swollen. You know, all of those things are completely normal, you guys. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, those things are really important. So you want to be making sure that you are allowing the surgeon to be able to see you up to the 7 days, so that way you can get the drains professionally removed. Because at the end of the day, we have to remember that, you know, these drains, we can't take them out ourselves, and these drains have a very big purpose. Okay, so the drains, you know, the drain is this little skinny tube that goes towards this, like, kind of like ball. It's kind of shaped like this, and in this drain, it has measurements. So it has 25, 50, 75, and 100. So let's say the first night you drained around 50 to 75, right? At the top of the ball, there's a little opening where you could pop it open like this, and that way you could, throw away the liquid, on your sink or on your toilet, whichever order you would like to throw it onto. Doesn't matter. But before you do that, it is important for us to remember that, you have to be making sure that you're documenting this, okay? Make sure that you are either taking a picture of it, make sure that you are writing it down on your notes, or that you're writing it down on a notebook, or that you're texting it to somebody. I don't know, whatever's the easiest way for you to be able to keep up with, how much you are draining, okay, you guys? So another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. And let me tell you something right now, we are matching your deposits, okay? We are matching your $250 deposit, and we are also matching your $500 deposit, you guys. So make sure that you are leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys, okay? Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys, okay? Another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery, okay? So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that we have to remember as well is that at the end of the day, you want to be making sure that you're doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing the right, correct way, you guys. So, with that being said, do yourself a favor and make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys, okay? These are things that are extremely important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are also always going to be leading you towards the right direction. In the sense that, when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, I highly do recommend for you guys to get Cell Saver. So I highly do recommend you guys to get Cell Saver when you are undergoing a surgery, okay? Why? You may be wondering, well, why is it Cell Saver? Why is it important? You guys, the reason why Cell Saver is important is because when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is completely normal for you to lose blood throughout the procedure, okay? So it is extremely important for us to remember that Cell Saver is a machine that purifies the blood. So basically, when you are undergoing surgery, you guys, right? When you are undergoing surgery, we have to remember that you are, of course, going to be losing blood throughout that surgery, which is completely normal. But what the Cell Saver does is that all the blood that you're supposed to lose, it actually purifies the blood, you guys, and it actually, restores it. It purifies the blood and it restores it right back into your body. Okay, so why am I mentioning Cell Saver, and why do I recommend it to absolutely everyone that is going to get surgery? It's because, you guys, when we are, looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is really important for us to remember that at the end of the day, you want to be making sure that absolutely everything that we are doing, that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it, okay? So, as I was saying, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that when we are, looking forward to getting surgery, it is really, really important for us to remember, get that cell saver. Get that cell saver because you're gonna feel a whole lot better. You're gonna feel a whole lot more energized. You're gonna just overall, just feel better because the blood that you were supposed to lose, you didn't even lose it. You get me? Like, you are gonna wake up feeling a lot more energized, a lot better, just a lot more on your 2 feet than you would if without cell saver. Because when we lose blood, of course, like, we of course could wake up feeling a little more weak and stuff like that. But with the cell saver, it actually helps you so much to waking up feeling more refreshed, waking up feeling a whole lot better. Okay, you guys, so these are things that are extremely important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. Another thing that I wanted to remind you guys about is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure as well that you are, up to date with absolutely everything that you need to be doing. So what does this mean? You may be wondering. What this means, you guys, is that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, we want to be making sure that we are doing everything just exactly like how it's supposed to be done. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that when we are getting ready for a surgery, we do have to remember that we need to be keeping up with absolutely everything that we need to do, in the sense that you need to stop smoking, you need to stop drinking. Okay, you guys, like, this is something that is extremely important. You may be wondering, well, I already knew that, but like, how long, or can I work my way around it? Like, what about electronic vapes that have no chemicals, that has nothing? I'm here to let you know now, love, that even the even the electronic vapes that have no kind of chemicals, you guys, that have no kind of anything on them, like, usually these kind of vapes are for the people that are currently trying to quit the ones that have chemicals. So with these kind of vapes, you guys, it doesn't matter, like, you still have to stop. Because let me explain to you something. The smoke itself, it doesn't even have to have any chemicals, which I'm going to be getting into right now, what those chemicals do to your body as well when we are healing from a surgery. Okay, so when we are, looking forward to healing, right? When we are looking forward to healing, you guys, it is really important for us to remember that if we are, looking forward to healing and looking forward to maintaining all the fat in our buttocks, it is really, really important for us to remember the following. You need to be making sure that absolutely everything that you're doing is being done the correct way. In the sense that, you need to stop smoking and drinking at least 30 days before your surgery, guys. So at least 30 days before your surgery, okay? And that is really like the key words, like at least. Of course, some of us maybe have less self-control than others. But, it is important for us to remember this kind of information, you guys. And for us to also keep in mind that we need to be making sure that we are doing everything we can in our power to maintain this result, and to make sure that we are doing a good job when it comes down to nourishing our body to help with the healing. Okay, so the smoke itself, actually, it kills fat cells and it weakens the muscle. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, since it kills fat cells and it weakens the muscle, those are the last two things that we are going to want when we are healing from surgery. Okay, you guys, because we have to remember, if we are literally, smoking something that kills fat cells, what does that mean? That, our buttocks, the fat cells that we're just putting into our buttocks, what's gonna happen to them? You see? So these are things that are really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well, you guys, so that way, you know, you can make sure to not make the common mistake of thinking that, oh, you know, smoking is not really gonna do anything, or, you know, drinking is not really gonna do anything, like it's gonna be fine. And the reality of this, you guys, is that we have to be making sure that we are doing everything the right, correct way. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, that it is extremely important for us to remember as well, is that when you're getting surgery, you guys, we have to remember that alcohol is also a blood thinner. You also want to be staying away from anything that is like a blood thinner, or anything that is just overall not gonna add to you, to your results, to your, you know, to your goal. Okay, now, for example, the chemicals that are in these electronic vapes, you guys, we have to remember that they actually slow down the healing. Like, they slow down the healing for scarring, they slow down the healing for the incisions and stuff like that. So these are things that, you know, you also want to avoid, because you want to be making sure that you are healing as fast as possible, or as fast as your body can. Okay, so make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. You guys, put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. Okay, so So you guys, make sure that you are leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we could go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Okay, remember, we have free virtual consultations. We also have free in-person consultations. We are also matching your deposit. Your $250 deposit is going to be getting multiplied times 2. Your $500 deposit is also going to be getting multiplied times 2. Okay, you guys, so these are things that are really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. Sorry, you guys, I'm stretching. My back hurts a little bit. So, as I was saying, you know, you want to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys are doing it. Okay, you guys are keeping up with it. So make sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you, you know, you are keeping up with it. Okay, so by the way, you know, if you are wondering our financial plans, or the specials that we have going on right now here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you could just go ahead and go to Instagram. Okay, the financial plans I'm gonna tell you, but for the specials, you know, you could just go ahead and go to our Instagram, you guys, at Icon Cosmetic Center, and that way you could go ahead and check it out for yourself, you know, everything that it is that we have to offer to you, which is honestly something super, super, super amazing. And yeah, as I was saying, you know, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we also do offer free virtual consultations and free in-person consultations, like how I was saying. So if you're watching me outside of the state or outside of the country, you guys, like, I'm letting you know now that I never put a stop to the show. You know, even if you're across the globe, we have iconic dolls worldwide, you know, that they come to us from all over the world, you know, Canada, Panama, Brazil, Colombia, you know, Costa Rica, like, you know, from all of these different countries, you guys. So I'm letting you know now, you have nothing to worry about. Even if you're across the country and you really want to get surgery here with us at Icon Cosmetic Center, you already know who you want your surgeon to be and everything. I'm here to let you know now that that never put a stop to the show. You living outside of the state or outside of the country never ever put a stop to the show, you guys. Okay, so make sure that you are coherent about that and that you know about that, so that way you could go ahead and take advantage of this, because you know it is expensive nowadays. You gotta pay to see a surgeon. Like nowadays, like a consultation is not free. Nowadays a consultation is gonna cost you money. Okay, and the fact that we have free virtual consultations or free in-person consultations here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it like just truly changed the game for us. It just truly changes everything for us. Okay, so this is something that we want to be making sure that we are, you know, acknowledging, because at the end of the day, we have to be making sure that everything that we have to offer here at the Cosmetic Center is, you know, going to be helping our future iconic dolls. Absolutely everything that we do, from the financial plans to the specials to the matching your deposits to the free virtual consultations, the free in-person consultations, to all the love and all the care that we project onto our patients and all the discipline that we project onto our patients as well. You know, it is very well thought of. It is very well crafted. You know, you guys are a priority. And, you know, we're all human beings, and we understand that sometimes we want something and then certain things in our life don't let us get to that something just as quick as we thought. But in the end, you're still gonna get it. What do I mean by that? That new booty, that new breast augmentation, you know? So whether you've been wanting to get this surgery and you've been looking at other clinics and the only reason why you haven't done it is because maybe, you know, you can't call off work, or maybe, you know, you didn't have the money in full to be able to pay. I'm here to let you know now that I'm about to literally change your life with these amazing financial plans. And no, you guys, these financial plans are not $500 a month, $700 a month, $900 a month, $300 a month. No, not at all, you guys, not at all. When I'm telling you that we purposely created these amazing financial plans thinking of you guys, thinking, okay, like what would actually be helpful for somebody that, you know, really wants to get their new body, is struggling with certain things, you know, because sometimes our body changes for certain reasons. Maybe we are a past mother, okay? Maybe we were a mom, and, you know, of course, when we are pregnant, you guys, you know, our stomach, the skin in our stomach stretches out to go ahead and allow the baby to grow, which is completely normal. But now that you've given birth, you are experiencing some excess skin at the lower part of your abdomen area. You know, you're experiencing a belly button that kind of looks like it's hooding down, like a sad face, you know. These are all great indications that you will be an amazing candidate for a tummy tuck. Okay, so I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally get your surgery. So I'm letting you know, make sure that you guys are doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. You know, make sure that you are keeping up with us and with everything that you got to do, because at the end of the day, you guys, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get that surgery. So, you know, I'm just letting you guys know that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we help you from the very start to the very end, you guys. We are with you throughout the entire time, throughout the entire process. You're never going to feel like, oh, you know, like, I don't really understand this. They're not explaining it to me. You're never going to feel like, you know, like, this clinic is really hard to get in touch with. You're never going to feel like, you know, they're not really understanding me. They're not really guiding me or educating me. You know, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys, you know, you guys are knowing about it, you guys are doing it. Okay, these are things that are really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. So, you know, make sure that at the end of the day, you know this, you guys. So when you go ahead and decide to go with, you know, whatever clinic it is that you have as another option as Icon, you remember everything I'm telling you, because these are things that are really, really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. You only want the best of the best working on you, working on your body. So make sure that that's exactly what you're aiming to getting, you know. So with that being said, you guys, make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Like, what are you waiting for? I'm telling you now, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you finally get your surgery. Not only are we matching your deposit, your $250 deposit is going to be getting multiplied times 2. All you have to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner. That way we can get on the phone with you, schedule you for a free virtual consultation or a free in-person consultation. That way you can go ahead and meet with one of our amazing board certified surgeons, which that's insane. Like, the fact that you could just go ahead and get a free virtual consultation or a free in-person consultation with a board certified surgeon that is a highly well-known surgeon, highly requested. You know, this is a high volume clinic, you guys, in the sense that we are very well known, okay? I would like to say worldwide, because we receive patients from all over the world. You know, we reach different countries, you guys, and people come to us. So what does that mean? You know, that what we must offer, word of mouth, is really important. And for what you could see, you know, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we post our patients before and afters on our Instagrams, okay? So with that being said, you know, we post our patients before and afters on our Instagrams. And we also post our patients' testimonies, you know, on our Instagram as well. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you are doing absolutely everything that you need to be doing, okay? So, as I was saying, you guys, I really wanted to mention to you all of this amazing information. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery, you guys. So, you know, you want to be making sure that at the end of the day, you are doing everything, absolutely everything you can to make sure you are not missing out on these amazing promotions, not missing out on these amazing specials. Okay, you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have amazing financial plans, which are the companies that we do these financial plans with, you guys, are Alpha on Credit and Care Credit, just in case you were wondering. So now here we go with these amazing financial plans. So the financial plans are the following. When you are looking forward to getting a BBL, you could pay as low as $29 weekly or $129 monthly, okay? Which, this is honestly something so amazing, you guys, something that we really do have to take in consideration when we are looking forward to getting surgery, okay? So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you, you know, is like the best of the best, okay? So, you know, another thing that I wanted to mention is, okay, now when we are looking forward to getting surgery, right? So when we are looking forward to getting surgery, guys, Another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important for us to remember is that when we are talking about a BBL, the fact that you could pay as low as $29 weekly or $129 monthly is something that is really amazing, and it's something that we should be taking great advantage of, okay? So another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is equally as important that we remember is that we use ultrasound guidance for every single one of our BBLs, you guys. Every single one of our BBLs, we use ultrasound guidance. Okay, you guys, so you know ultrasound guidance is when, okay, so you're in the OR, right, and the surgeon is operating on you. So the ultrasound guidance, what it does for the surgeon throughout the surgery is that it allows them to see where they're placing the cannula. It allows them to see, you know, where they're disposing the fat. It allows them to see absolutely everything that is going on the inside of the buttocks. Okay, so that's what the ultrasound guidance have to do with a BBL. I like to explain it this way, you guys, because it's like the simplest way for a person to understand, you know, exactly what it is. Ultrasound guidance, you guys, is when the surgeon has a perfect view of absolutely everything that is going on throughout the entire surgery on the inside of the buttocks, and they're able to see, you know, what they're doing as well, thanks to the ultrasound guidance. Okay, so now, with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are doing it. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we, you know, have to offer here to you guys are doing it. You guys are keeping up with it. These are things that at the end of the day are going to be helping you a whole lot to being able to get your surgery. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are doing it. You guys are keeping up with it. Okay, so make sure that you guys are, you know, doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing in order to be able to get your surgery. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that we are doing absolutely everything that we are supposed to be doing. Okay, you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention is that a BBL is a fat transfer to the buttocks and to the hips, you guys, for anyone that might not know that. Okay, and you know, a BBL is used for when you are looking forward to getting more projection, you know, when you're looking forward to getting more volume. This is when you resort to a BBL, because let me tell you something right now, like the BBLs that we do here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys, they are so perfect. Like, they literally give you the perfect curves, you know, the best butt. Like, I'm letting you know now, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So, you know, make sure that you guys are doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing. So, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, is the real deal. It's like what you got to be taking advantage of, okay? So another thing that I wanted to mention to you, that is important for us to remember as well, you guys, is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer, okay? Absolutely everything that we have to offer are, you know, the best of the best. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, that's not the only financial plan we have. We also have financial plans for as I was saying, for for a breast augmentation, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys. So a breast augmentation, you know what a breast augmentation consists of is when we are going ahead choosing either saline or silicone implants to enhance, you know, the projection and the size of our breast, you guys. Okay, so this is basically what this consists of, you guys. So, you know, with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it, okay? So with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we're always going to be prioritizing you guys. There's 3 different factors that do play out in the decision making for when you are choosing like the size of your breast. So I got stuck there for a second. What happened? So for the size of your breast, you guys, you know, for example, let's say that you're an A cup and you want to go all the way to a D cup, right? So basically, you know, what happens here is that obviously you're not going to know how many cc's you want, but you're going to go ahead and let your surgeon know, like, hey, look, like, I would like to go all the way up to this cup, for example. Or you show them a picture, hey, like, this is how I want it to look, this is the kind of cleavage I want, this is what I got, what's the best, okay? So that's like how I would imagine like the consultation going. And, you know, the surgeon is gonna like guide you and show you, you know, like everything that you have to do in order to get the desired results and that is proportionate for your body. Okay, so there is different factors that do play out in the decision making when we are getting surgery. Okay, you guys, so the things that do play out in the decision making are the following. For example, it matters when we are looking forward to getting surgery. It matters, you guys, when we are it matters when we are it matters for us to be making sure that we are doing everything that we're supposed to be doing. In the sense that, what do I mean by this, you guys? What I mean by this is that, for example, when you are looking forward to getting a breast augmentation, there's 3 different factors. The skin elasticity. The skin elasticity really matters, you guys, okay? Skin elasticity matters, okay? Because this is going to be able to guide the surgeon as to how to go forward about the breast augmentation. What's the width of your chest, how wide your chest is, and how much breast tissue you have. Okay, so these are all things that are going to allow the surgeon to be guided towards the right direction for your breast augmentation. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really, really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it, all that good stuff. Okay, you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is important for us to remember that it's not as complicated or as impossible as you may believe. If you've been looking forward to having new cleavage, maybe you have certain bikini tops, maybe you have certain crop tops, certain dresses, that you would like for the cleavage to be a little more, just a little more pop, and for the dresses and the bikinis to fit a little more attractive, a little more just seductive. I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that with everything that we have to offer, $18 weekly or $99 monthly, you tell me, this is super inexpensive, you guys. All you need to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you, okay? So I'm letting you guys know now. Make sure that you are doing the most out of right now, the most out of today, because, you could really benefit from this so much, you guys. So I'm letting you know now, make sure that you are doing absolutely everything that you're supposed to be doing in order to be able to get your surgery. Okay, you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we also are seeing such amazing promotions going on right now. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is equally as important that we remember, you guys, is that with everything that we have to offer, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So make sure that you're going ahead and doing yourself a favor and leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. These are things that are extremely important for us to remember, because at the end of the day, we are benefiting from this so much, you guys. I cannot even begin to tell you how much you would be benefiting from this, okay? So with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer you guys, this is just like over the top, okay? So this is just amazing over the top. So I'm letting you guys know now, make sure that you are doing everything that you're supposed to be doing in order to finally be able to get your surgery, okay? So as I was saying, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be aiming to give you guys the very best, okay? So make sure that, you know, you guys are keeping up with absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you, okay? So with that being said, you guys, now the financial plan for a Lipo 360, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. So what does this mean, you guys? You know, when we are looking forward to getting surgery, we may be thinking like, oh, you know, like the only reason why I haven't been able to get surgery is because of this and this, you know, like these certain things that are going on. But I'm here to let you know now, you guys, that don't let that stress you out. Like, do you hear this? $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, so as I was saying, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you, you know, you guys are knowing about it. So make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. You guys put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. Really do important that you guys do remember this information. Now with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really important as well for you guys to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, I cannot even begin to explain, you know, how amazing all of these things that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center are. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you guys are keeping up with absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is important for us to remember is that a Lipo 360 is a surgery that is used to remove unwanted fat and stubborn fat. You know, sometimes no matter how much we hit the gym, no matter how much we do diets and we do ab workouts and we go running and we hit the sauna and, you know, all these different activities that we could use, sometimes we store fat in very stubborn places. That's why it's called stubborn fat, because no matter what you do, it's still there. So, you know, you just have to let one of our amazing surgeons here at Icon Cosmetic Center lipo it for you, okay? So I'm letting you know now, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, not only are we seeing all of these amazing like promotions taking place, you guys, but we are also seeing that with everything that we have to offer, these things are really amazing for us to see, okay? So for a Lipo 360, you know, people tend to get confused by the name 360, but you guys, 360 is a full circle, right? So 360 basically is your whole front abdomen area, right? Then your flanks, then your back, all the way up to the bra strap. Okay, so what are we getting there? We're getting those annoying rolls that form right under the bra strap. We are getting the fupa, of course. We're getting the love handles. We're getting the little annoying rolls that we get right here at the top of our abdomen area. You know, we are getting rid of that square look on our abdomen. Okay, you guys, so So with that being said, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today, right now, you guys, for you to finally be able to get your surgery. So, you know, make sure that you guys are, you know, doing everything in your power to get the best surgeon. Okay, you guys, like, this is something that I cannot even put into words. Who you choose as your surgeon really matters, and what you do with yourself after surgery really matters as well. Because when we, for example, I'm gonna use the Lipo 360 as an example, right? When we are getting a Lipo 360 done, you guys, it is important for us to remember that we want to be making sure that absolutely everything that we're doing is being done the right, correct way. Okay, so you want to be making sure that when you are you know, looking forward to when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, we have to remember that when we are choosing to getting surgery, we have to wear a faja, we have to do our massages, like, we have to do all of these different things in order to make sure that we are getting the best of the best. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you guys are prioritizing absolutely everything that it is that you need to do. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys, you know, you guys are knowing about it, you guys are keeping up with it. And that's why I'm telling you, like, it is really important for you to remember that you need to be keeping up with, you know, your massages, your aftercare. These are all things that are really important and do play a big part into your healing process. Okay, so now another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really important that we remember as well is that Lipo 360 doesn't remove excess skin. Okay, you guys, and the reason why I'm mentioning this is because, you know, a lot of people on social media, you know, I've seen people on social media say, like, oh, you know, like, when we are talking about Lipo 360 or tummy tucks, I had a lady ask me a couple of days ago, she was like, oh, you know, like, I have loose skin at the lower part of my abdomen area, but I don't want a tummy tuck, I just want Lipo 360. And I explained to her, and it's something that I want to get into right now, I explained to her, and I like to explain to everyone that when we are, you know, looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is extremely important for us to remember that you want to be making sure that absolutely everything that you are, you know, investing into, you realize that you also have to invest into your aftercare. Okay, so these are things that are just really important because you don't want fibrosis to happen. Okay, but that's going a little off track, as I was saying, but it's something that I was talking about something and then I jumped into something else, so let me just finish this. So, you know, when we are talking about excess skin, this specific lady, she could go ahead and get Lipo 360, but is it gonna look like the way she anticipates for it to look? No, you guys, because the problem here is that she has excess skin, and the only thing that removes excess skin is a tummy tuck. A tummy tuck, we have to remember that a tummy tuck, first of all, the financial plan for a tummy tuck is $18 weekly or $99 monthly. So let's start by there. right? So the financial plan is that much, right? So now, with that being said, you know, when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, it is important for us to remember that we want to be making sure that we are doing everything in our power to make sure that this surgery is going the right way, how it's supposed to. Okay, how? You know, we need to remember that if you need to remove excess skin, you guys, the only thing that is going to remove excess skin is a tummy tuck. So if you go ahead and you just get a Lipo 360 thinking that the excess skin is gonna be gone, you know, I have news for you guys. Like, it's not gonna be gone, of course. Like, it's not gonna be gone. So these are things that are just extremely important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, you want to be making sure that you are doing everything the right, correct way. Okay, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is really, really important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, you guys are doing it, you guys are keeping up with it. These are things that at the end of the day, you guys, we want to be making sure that we are very well aware of, that we're very on top of. So, you know, make sure that you are, you know, prioritizing absolutely everything that it is that you need to do. Okay, you guys, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you are doing it, you're keeping up with it, you know. And these are things that at the end of the day, we are of course going to be teaching you. This is what you need to do, this is what you can't do, this is what you have to do, you know. These are all things that we are going to be teaching you. Okay, you guys, so if you're wondering, you know, okay, so what do I do here, like for when this happens or that happens, no worries, you guys. We're going to be guiding you towards absolutely everything. Really important, make sure that you are leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys, okay? Make sure that you are leaving your information right there in this blue folder. These are things that are really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind, okay? So another thing that I wanted to mention to you, that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are knowing about it, you guys are, you know, on top of everything that you need to be doing, okay? So now, as I was telling you guys, so if you're somebody that you have excess skin and you think that with a Lipo 360, you know, you're gonna be able to handle that and get your excess skin removed, I got news for you, you guys. You need to be getting your you actually need to be getting your tummy tuck, okay? Because the thing is that a tummy tuck is what's gonna take care of the excess skin, you guys. And trust me, like, you know, you could go ahead and get a Lipo 360, but it's your abdomen going to look completely flat. Yeah, you're gonna have a small waist, but is your abdomen gonna look completely flat? No, you guys, because you have excess skin. What you could do is get a tummy tuck with a Lipo 360. You know, that would make more sense for you to go ahead and do. So I'm letting you guys know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we are going to be doing absolutely everything for us to, you know, for you to be able to get the best results possible. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention is that the Mommy Makeover financial plan, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, you know, this is something super amazing that you should be taking great advantage of. Okay, so make sure that you guys are taking great advantage of all of these things that we have to offer to you, because at the end of the day, trust me when I say this, you're gonna want to take advantage of this, because it is not every day that we get to see such amazing specials, such amazing prices like the ones that we're seeing now here today at Icon Cosmetic Center. Like, these are things that you are just truly unbeatable. Okay, so make sure, you guys, that you are doing absolutely everything that you are supposed to be doing. Okay, now another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is equally as important for us to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure as well that you are doing everything the correct way, you guys. So, you know, with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that the Mommy Makeover is a tummy tuck. A tummy tuck, you know, like how I was explaining earlier, it repairs the abdominal muscle. It does lipo on the flanks. You may be wondering, well, why do I need my abdominal muscle repaired? The reason why you need your abdominal muscle repaired, you guys, is because when we are looking forward to getting surgery, the abdominal muscle being repaired, it is crucial. It is important, because 9 times out of 10, if you're getting a tummy tuck, you also need an abdominal muscle repair. Okay, so these are things that are really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. Why? Because, you guys, you want to be making sure that the outside part of your abdomen looks as flat as possible, and that's what the abdominal muscle repair is going to do for you. You know, it's going to allow that area to look as flat as possible. Okay, you guys, so extremely important that we remember that's what a Mommy Makeover consists of. Now, a Mommy Makeover also consists of a breast surgery of your choice, of your liking. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, with that being said, those are the things that we have to offer here to you. So really important that we do remember all of these amazing things, because I'm telling you, it's not every day. It's not every day. I don't need to be screaming at you guys, but it's not every day that you get to see all of these amazing financial plans. Like, I'm telling you now, if you've been wanting a new booty, you are tired of hip dips, you are tired of your jeans looking like, where did my butt go? You are tired of wearing a bikini and not having any breasts to flaunt it with. You are tired of a box type of body type. I'm letting you know now, babe, like, we all struggle with this, but we don't gotta settle. Like, we don't gotta settle for these things, you guys. We could go ahead and do something about it. I see here, Almi, is there an age limit, or is 19 fine? No, babe, you good. 19 is fine. 19 is fine. It's 18 and up, so you are actually good to go. Whatever it is that you want to get done, you could go ahead and get it done. And let me tell you something, Almi, and everybody that is listening to me. Right now, we are matching your deposit. Your $250 deposit is going to be getting multiplied times 2. That is for simple procedures. Like, let's say that you just want to get a BBL, or you just want to get a breast augmentation. That's for a simple procedure. For combined procedures, like a BBL with a breast augmentation, or a Lipo 360 with a breast augmentation, or a BBL with a vaginoplasty, or a tummy tuck with a BBL, you know, like those different combinations. I'm just giving you guys examples. That for those kind of surgeries where there's 2 or 3 surgeries going on at the same time, the deposit is $500. And guess what? Yeah, we are matching your deposit for the $500 as well. So now instead of a $500 deposit, now you're having a $1,000 deposit. And instead of a $250 deposit, now you have a $500 deposit. And let me tell you something else. We offer free virtual consultations, and we also offer free in-person consultations. All you guys need to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. And did I mention too that we have 9 board certified surgeons that have over 10 years of experience here located in Miami, Florida. We have 3 locations in Miami, Florida. But let me tell you something. If you're watching me across the state, across the country, that never put a stop to the show, girl. I'm here to tell you right now, love, that we have iconic dolls worldwide. You probably in your hometown right now, you probably seen a girl with a really good pair of boobs, or with a really good abdomen, with a really good butt, and you don't even know that she's an iconic doll. Okay, you guys, like, I'm letting you know now, we have iconic dolls worldwide. So, you know, that never put a stop to nothing. So you could go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. You know how amazing it is that you could get a free virtual consultation or a free in-person consultation? Like, I don't know if you guys know, but you know, it usually costs money to see a surgeon, you know, and it's not cheap. Okay, so the fact that we have this amazing opportunity, you know, showing up literally like in front of your face, because you're literally on your phone right now, on your tablet, on your computer, on your TV, watching me right now, listening to this. And babe, I'm here to let you know now that whatever it is that you want to go get done, it's not impossible. It's not as hard as you may believe. With these financial plans, with the specials that we got going on, with the deposit being multiplied times 2, you know, we are literally matching your deposit. And let me tell you something. This is going to be going around for a limited amount of time. Like, this only been out for like 2 days, I believe, 2 to 3 days. And we already have a lot of people taking advantage of this. Okay, you guys? So I'm letting you know now, make sure that you're taking advantage too. Like, why everybody going ahead and getting the body that they've always wanted and you not? You know, like, go ahead and prioritize yourself. Go ahead and go after what you want. You know, all you have to do is leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder, you guys. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. Extremely, extremely important that we do remember all of this amazing information. Now, another thing that it is important for us to remember is that with the help of everything that we have to offer you guys, it really has never been easier than today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, you guys? Make sure that you are leaving your information right here in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you. I'm letting you know now, you guys, it has never been easier. I'll tell you this much. It has never been easier for you to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So, you know, make sure that you guys are doing absolutely everything that you are supposed to do. Okay, so like how I was saying, you know, these are things that at the end of the day are really, really, really great, and we should be taking great advantage of. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that you need to be making sure that you are doing absolutely everything I'm telling you. Do it. Leave your information, get in contact with us, you know, talk to us. What it is that you want, what are your goals? We can schedule you for a free virtual consultation. The fact that you get to have a professional's opinion, a board certified surgeon's opinion, let alone, like, you are literally getting a board certified surgeon's opinion that has over 10 years of experience. It's a very high volume surgeon, very, very, very highly requested surgeon, because here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, we're a very, very well-known clinic, and you know, we all have Google, you guys. We all have access to, you know, those beautiful before and afters. We all have access to our patients' testimonies. You know, the reason why we don't post as many before and afters here on our TikTok is because TikTok is a little more sensitive to that kind of content, you guys. And you know, the reason why we don't post our patients' testimonies as well is because TikTok is more sensitive to, you know, patients' testimonies and stuff like that. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you as well is the financial plan for a labiaplasty. And let me tell you something, you guys. Like, when we are looking forward to getting surgery, 9 times out of 10 we may believe like, oh, I could never get surgery, like, you know, like, oh my gosh, like, I've been wanting it. You've probably been talking about it with your partner, with your friends, with your family, with your co-workers, with your acquaintances. Girl, prioritize yourself. Go after what you want. Like, we're in the middle of 2025. It's exactly May 9th. You could go ahead and prioritize yourself. You could go ahead and do something for yourself. I'm just letting you know now, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, the word impossible, it does not exist. It does not exist. And let me tell you something. When you put in your $250 deposit in, or your $500 deposit in, you get to lock in that special price for up to 2 years. But trust me, you ain't gonna need no 2 years. You're not gonna need no 2 years to pay off your surgery, especially with these amazing financial plans, the specials, the deposit being matched. Okay, so do you guys have August and September open? Yes, we do, love. Yes, we do. I don't know how open, but I'm pretty sure we do. You know, there has to be a date, or at least, you know, a certain week where you could, you know, squeeze in and get whatever it is that you want to get done. I'm letting you know now. Go ahead and leave your information here. Okay, leave your information here in my blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we could go ahead and get in contact with you, get on the phone with you. You know, what are your goals, what it is that you want to get done, when exactly in August or September you would like to get your surgery. And that way, you know, we can already go ahead and plan ahead for you. So yeah, make sure that you are leaving your information right here in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. Let me know when it's done, you know. That way, you know, we can go ahead and have more of a direct, you know, conversation, more of a personalized conversation. Girl, you know, I got you. And I got all of our future iconic dolls, everybody that is listening to me right now. You know, I'm here to let you know now that it has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally go ahead and get your surgery. So do yourself the favor and helping yourself out, and go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Okay, so with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you, that is extremely important that we remember as well, is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, you guys are knowing about it. Okay, so for a labiaplasty, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys, so for a labiaplasty is a procedure that is performed on the outside part of the vagina, on the labia lips, and on the clitoral hood, you guys. So, you know, this procedure would be for somebody that is struggling with the certain things. You know, it would be for somebody that is struggling, for example, when you wear clothes, the constant friction of your lips with the clitoral hood, with your panties, with your pants, with your shorts, you know, with your clothing. And at the end of the day, we can't go outside naked, you guys. So this is probably something that if you've been going through this for a while, you're gonna go through for the rest of your life, because obviously we can't go outside naked. You know, we gotta wear clothes every single day. So it's something to take in consideration. It's something definitely, you know, to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, you don't want to keep going through this kind of stuff. Like, I can't even imagine how annoying, you know, it must feel. And, you know, another perfect example would be when we are having sex. You know, when we're having sex and we're with our partner or whoever we're with at the moment, and, you know, it's something that you can't even enjoy the moment. You can't even enjoy yourself. You can't even enjoy your partner. You can't even grasp what's going on. You can't even be in the moment, because you're constantly thinking about what's going on with, you know, down there, with your situation down there. And I'm here to let you know now that you don't have to keep suffering in silence. Okay, you guys, you do not have to keep suffering in silence. And, you know, if I just said something that you resonate with and you relate to, babe, you don't gotta keep going through that kind of stuff. You don't. Like, labiaplasty is the permanent solution for you, because you probably didn't even know what a labiaplasty is, because labiaplasties are not as popular as BBLs, as breast augmentations, as lipos, as tummy tucks, mommy makeovers. But labiaplasty is a very big game changer in a lot of women's lives, you guys, okay? In a lot of different women's lives, it's a really big changer. Big game changer for them in like their confidence, into their everyday life, you know, when they are with a partner intimately. You know, these are all things that, you know, at the end of the day, they really do change your life, because you no longer have to deal with what you're going through. You no longer have to, you know, experience friction or experience embarrassment or shyness or self-consciousness about what's going on down there with your vagina. With the labiaplasty, you could actually remove skin off the labial lips and off the clitoral hood, you guys. So with that being said, you know, make sure that you are prioritizing yourself. Make sure that you are doing everything that you're supposed to be doing in order to be able to finally get your surgery, you guys. Like, you know, maybe you've been dealing with this for a long time, and the only reason why you haven't done something about it, you guys, is because you want to you want to you know, make sure that you are well known about what a labiaplasty is. Maybe I just literally changed your life. Maybe you didn't even know what a labiaplasty was until you got on this life, and now you know. And now you know that there's a solution to the issue that you've been going through. Okay, so make sure, you guys, that you are keeping up with us in every single one of our social media platforms. By the way, another thing that I wanted to mention, we have 2 last financial plans. So the last 2 financial plans are the following. For a BBL with a tummy tuck, the combination of both procedures, this is a perfect example. You know, I believe I gave this example earlier, but you know, this is a perfect example of how, you know, you can combine your procedures and actually benefit and have more of a complete surgery overall. Now, with a tummy tuck and a BBL, you could pay as low as $39 weekly and $149 monthly. And for lipo and breast augmentation, you guys, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, guys, so you know, these are perfect examples of how we can combine procedures. We can combine procedures in many different ways, you guys. You know, you could combine a BBL with a breast augmentation. You could combine a mommy makeover with a BBL. You could combine a BBL with a labiaplasty and some chin lipo. You could combine a breast augmentation with a vaginoplasty, with some inner thigh lipo and some arm lipo. You know, there's just so many different ways as to how you can combine procedures here at Icon Cosmetic Center. So make sure that you are taking advantage of absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys at Icon Cosmetic Center. Okay, so one last thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that the companies that we do these financial plans with are Alpha on Credit and Care Credit, just in case, you know, I said it in the beginning, but just in case you didn't hear me, you know. And another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important for us to remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, it's something that you guys are knowing about it. It's something that you guys are keeping up with us about. So another thing that I wanted to say to you as well is that we have 3 locations here at Icon Cosmetic Center. We have one in Blue Lagoon, which is where I'm currently in right now. This was like 5 minutes away from the Miami International Airport, just so you guys have like a better idea of where I'm at exactly. We have the one in Blue Lagoon, we have the one in Doral, and we have the one in Hialeah. So all 3 of our locations are very nicely located in the sense that they all have many different hotels around them. They all have many different pharmacies as well, and they also have many different restaurants around them. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Tay 80, hi Penelope. Hey love, how you doing today? How you doing, beautiful? How are you? You literally joined right as I was about to end the live. How are you, babe? How's your day going? I hope you're having an amazing, gorgeous day. You know, I'm so happy to see you here on this live. I hope you're doing amazing. And, you know, I'm sending you lots of love. Oh my God. Yeah, girl. Yeah. You know, I've been live for like the past 2 hours almost. So yeah, you guys, with that being said, you know, the surgeons that are here in the Blue Lagoon location are Dr. Meridian, Dr. Gurani, Dr. Giselle Gurani, and Dr. June. The surgeons that are in the Doral location are Dr. Porter and Dr. Fisher. And the doctors that are in the Hialeah location are Dr. Tamer, Dr. Zong, and Dr. Harrell. So with that being said, you guys, you know, don't forget that we offer free virtual consultations. We also offer free in-person consultations. I'm getting closer to my surgery day. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, girl, when is your surgery day? I believe you told me, but you know, lie to me, babe. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And thank you so much for the heart meal. That's so cute. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, love. Thank you so much. Let me know. When is your surgery? When is your surgery, babe? End of June. Oh my gosh, girl. End of June. That's right. How could I forget? It's literally right here. Literally in a month and just 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Are you excited? I would be thrilled. Like, you are so lucky to have found Icon Cosmetic Center. You're going to look so good, girl. You're going to look so gorgeous. More than you already are. Because, you know. Yup. Yes. You know, we are happy. It's good vibes. You know, make sure that you are not drinking or smoking. You know, make sure that you cut both those things out because, you know, they are going to do tests on you and stuff like that. So just a little heads up. And we have to remember, you guys, that, you know, the smoke itself, it kills fat cells. And alcohol is a blood thinner. And, you know, alcohol doesn't really help our body at all. And the chemicals that are in these electronic vapes or you know, other things like these cigars or, you know, the plant, you know, different things that people could smoke, you know, these things actually slow down the healing, you know, of our incisions and our scars. And it actually kills fat cells and it weakens the muscles. So make sure you know that, Tay 80 and everybody listening to me. Thank you. No, of course, love. Of course. You know, I'm always watching out for you guys. You know, I'm always going to be, you know, reminding you of little things in case you don't know because it's okay. No smoking and no alcohol. Yes, babe. Make sure. And, you know, if you have a partner, if you have family members, you got friends, you got co-workers, or you work in the nightclub, you know, bar scene, make sure you stay away from them. If they smoking outside the house, make sure you go inside the house or you're in the complete opposite way. But you know, secondhand smoke does happen a lot, you guys, and we don't realize it. So yeah, keep that in mind. So with that being said, you guys, you know, happy Friday. It's Friday and the body knows it. And you know, I hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. You know, have a beautiful yep, no secondhand smoke. Yeah, baby, no secondhand smoke at all. So with that being said, you guys, you know, have an amazing rest of your weekend. Well, the weekend hasn't started, so have an amazing, good weekend. And take care of yourselves. Be back on here on Monday. I'm going to be back on here on Monday. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a gorgeous, amazing rest of your day. Thank you guys so much for joining the live and, you know, interacting with us and, you know, being such amazing patients and future patients. Okay, you guys, so make sure you're leaving your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. Okay, you guys, with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining the live today. We'll see you back very soon. Bye.